You want to push the pick down, 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 and then up, 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 pushing against the strings. Now you can actually mute the strings and work on just the right hand. You don't want it to sound like this. You want the separation. The left-hand pattern is very similar to some of the warm-up exercises we were doing. It involves four-finger mirror type shapes. It starts 1, 2, 3, 4. Then reverse and go 1, 2, 3, 4 again, starting on the high E. Move up a half step and play 4, 3, 2, 1 from the D to the E string. Do the mirror image and play 4, 3, 2, 1 from the E to the D. Here it is again. And then simply move it up, continuing in half steps. You can also play this on different string groups if you want. Okay, just as a fun variation, you can take this technique and just mutate the notes of the left hand, and I came up with, once again, another etude using the sweeping technique. It goes like this. Here it is played to the metronome at 176 as 16th notes up to speed. To break this down, we're using the exact same pattern as the exercise. In other words, 4 notes ascending and 4 notes descending, and then doing the same thing starting on the pinky, except I just changed the notes. We start on E, and we're playing a power chord, E, and then the 5th B, and then we're doubling that, E and B. And for the reverse, we're playing an A diminished 7th chord, starting on F sharp and descending to A. F sharp, E flat, C, and A. Then we're going down a minor third, and we're doing an F sharp diminished 7th. So we have F sharp, A, C natural, and E flat, which is actually the same thing as an A diminished 7th in another inversion. And for the reverse, we're playing a D flat power chord, which is D flat and the 5th A flat. But we're starting on the A flat and descending. And to finish it up, we're doing the original exercise. Which ends us up on E flat, a half step away, to start over again. Here's one more sweep picking exercise. This one's applied to arpeggios. Let me demonstrate it for you slowly. This pattern is based off a major arpeggio, so let's go through the different arpeggios and the chords that they come from. First one is D, coming from this chord fingering, with an added 5th, A. Second one is F sharp, based off of an F sharp bar chord, with an added 3rd. The next one is E major, based off of this chord form. Once again with an added fifth. And the last one is A major, based off of this bar chord with an added third. Starting with D, the picking goes down, 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 down. When you get to the A, that's when you're going to reverse and play an upstroke and pull off to the F sharp. And then the rest of the arpeggio is descending using all upstrokes. Remember to separate the notes, you're not playing a chord. When you get to the next arpeggio, F sharp, you're still continuing with an up. In fact, you can almost consider it the third of the D arpeggio. So you're kind of finishing up the D arpeggio. Because after that, we're going to repeat the F sharp and start with a downstroke and outline the F sharp major arpeggio. Down, 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 and then up on the A sharp. Pull off to the F sharp and continue all consecutive upstrokes to finish off the arpeggio. So from the D to the F sharp, it sounds like this. Then we're going to move up to G sharp, which is the third of E, and basically we're going to follow the same exact pattern. So starting with a down, reverse at the top where the fifth is, do a pull off and come back down using all ups. Repeat the third of the chord, which is G sharp, and then move up a half step and play the A major arpeggio the same way. And that's it. Here it is up to tempo. The majority of our writing process is together as a band. Somebody usually has a progression or groove or an idea, and they bring that in, and it's basically we just jam on it. We set the tape recorder and just kind of go for it, and out of those jams some solid ideas start to happen, and we start working on arrangements, and before you know it we have a song.
Do you write lyrics yourself at all?
Yes, I write lyrics, and I'm really interested in lyric and melody and how that contributes to the song, the real importance of the lyrics and the melody and the vocalist. The cool thing is that all of us were basically influenced by the same bands, and a lot of them happen to be progressive, like Rush and Yes and the Dregs and Genesis and even Zappa's music. So when we all got together at Berkeley, it just kind of naturally came out, this type of music in Odd Times, and even you know, using the harmony that was a little bit more experimental or creative and whatnot, and it was just kind of a natural direction for us all. We've been focused